Hey, kids. You're listening to the internet's wettest podcast about video games, consoles, and pancakes. The SML Podcast.
What's up, everybody? This is the SML Podcast. I am your... Oh, Jesus Christ.
Honestly, I thought you were going to belch. I was really hoping for that.
I debated on it.
Can't even get through an intro anymore.
I have to interrupt it occasionally.
Because of you chuckle fucks.
Whoa. I'm not the one who interrupted.
You're still a chuckle fuck.
Interrupts. Well, yeah, but I'm not the one who interrupts.
True. So how's everyone doing?
I'm doing generally pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't sleep last night, so...
Why not?
I don't know. I just didn't. I usually don't have a reason for not sleeping. I just don't.
Oh, okay.
Insomnia, a great thing to have.
Yeah, it's always fun to have.
Yeah, I'm doing generally well. My doctor prescribed me Zoloft, so I've been using that for a week, and it's kind of interesting. Like, my brain finally shut up. No, because
if only you would too.
I was given it for severe depression and anxiety, and within this week, it's like my brain just. It's quiet. It's not like there's I don't know how to describe it. Because it's not but lots of talking happening in it, and now not so much. But yeah, and also it's really weird. I'm getting up at 7 a.m, and I have energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real weird. And then on top of it, one of the side effects is that it can curb appetite. And so it's just I'm chowing down at dinner, with stuff that, my wife makes this really awesome, chicken and rice. And usually I'll have 3 or more plates of it. And
Jesus.
No, it's really good.
Aki, you're not allowed to judge anyone for eating a lot.
Yeah. Don't you eat 8 burgers in one sitting?
I can when I go and eat burgers, but the rest of the time I don't eat much. It's just when I go out and get fast food, then I eat a ton. But otherwise, I don't eat next to anything.
Anyway, so it's just normally I'll go to town on this stuff. And the other night is just I had my second plate, and my stomach was just yo, we've had enough. And my brain's wait, what do you mean? We usually have 3 or 4. It's no,
we usually run a train on this bitch.
Yeah, and it's just my stomach's just no, we're good. And I've actually lost a belt loop,
nice.
from not eating as much. Yeah, it's weird. And it's only been a week of this stuff. So yeah.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't know. My workplaces decide to keep me. That's cool.
That's a positive.
Yeah.
Unless you hate working there, in which case I'm sorry.
Nah, this is awesome. I get to dig through the weeds and find financial fraud.
Yay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I'm going to get, or I don't know if I get to do it this week, but probably next week I'm going to get to fill out my first suspicious activity reports.
Ooh.
Kinky.
All I can say is, kids, if you're going to commit financial fraud, don't use your actual name and social security. Make up a fake identity. Don't fuck over somebody else, please.
No. So, news. Should we get to news?
No.
What? Yeah, Joe, we want to do the depressing news or what?
Whoa.
Fucking, what?
Calm your tits first.
No, they like to party. Fuck off.
We didn't hear about Joe. How are you doing, Joe?
He's alive.
Yeah, that's about it.
See, right. Told you.
All right. So Joe apparently has a new ventriloquist act because, the dummy's talking. So,
hi, everyone. And it wouldn't be cunt. It'd be cunt. Thank you very much. Get it right.
The point stands.
Well, if you have a cunt, usually it doesn't stand.
I didn't say the cunt stands. I said the point stands.
Well, it doesn't have a point either.
Yeah, the SML cunt cast. I'm not using that as the name.
Yes, the SML cunt cast. I love that.
Oh, my Lord. No one is listening to this episode.
Title to episode 769. It's coming up.
No. I don't even know if YouTube would allow that.
No. No, they would not be okay with the word cunt. They do not. YouTube does not like the word cunt.
Well, you could always say, like, see you next Tuesday.
That's a long title.
That's what she said.
No, she didn't.
No, she didn't.
So, E3 for 2022 is officially canceled.
Hold it, Joe, you actually
Big
never
shocker.
said how you're doing.
He's alive.
I'm alive. I'm like, my week is...
No, that's what Aki said.
And he said,
Okay, what do you want to know? What about my week do you want to know?
I don't know. We all just...
He wants to know how many times you've fapped since last Thursday.
No one gets to know that information.
I'm going...
Entirely too many is what he's saying, everyone.
Let's see. So 6 times 7 is 42. Yeah, I'm going to guess 45.
Yeah, right. Like my shoulder could keep up with that pace these days. No way, man.
You're just blowing dust at this point, Joe.
Also blowing dust is E3.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a good segue. You know what else is not coming up?
Is E3.
Yeah, that news didn't shock me at all. I didn't expect it to come back. I mean,
we've
none
seen
of the
the writing
companies
on the
want to
wall.
do
The
that.
past few years, it's been getting smaller and smaller. Companies have been going off doing their own thing. And now just in person and digital, it's just scrapped this year.
yeah, and I don't think it's coming back next year.
Probably not.
I don't see any of the big companies wanting to fucking do it. They all have their own shit now. Why fucking bother with that when they can just do their own PlayStation Now or whatever the fuck else they're called? That's the only one I actually
State
know
of
the name
Play.
of. Yeah, that shit. Like,
I like they were like, that's the only one I know by name.
And you're wrong.
I was close enough in my mind.
PlayStation Now is their subscription service, which
Yes.
is a good lead into more news because PlayStation Now is going away in June, and PlayStation Plus is getting new tiers. It's been rumored for a while. It's finally happening in June. There are going to be 3 tiers of PlayStation Plus, ranging from 10 a month to 18 a month.
I thought there was 4 tiers in total. I thought.
No, 3.
No, it's 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The essential tier is going to be $9.99 a month with $60 for a year. It will be the basic PlayStation Plus package, which you get now, which includes the downloadable games, the discounts, the cloud storage, and the online multiplayer. So they're not changing anything there. You're still going to need PlayStation Plus for cloud storage and online play. PlayStation Plus Extra adds PlayStation Now access. It will provide a catalog of PS4 and PS5 games for download play, and that'll be $14.99 a month or $100 yearly. I like that they have a yearly option for it. Microsoft could learn something with Game Pass and offering a yearly plan. And then PlayStation Plus Premium, which is going to be balls out retro gaming, will add an additional 300 games between PS1, PS2, PSP, and PS3. PS3 games will be available via cloud streaming. PS1, 2, and PSP games will be available for download and streaming. There will also be time-limited trials, and that will be $18 a month or $120 a year.
I was going to say that the highest tier, I was pretty impressed with that. That's really cool. Like, that's a really cool.
Yeah, I thought it was
selection,
$20 a
'cause
month for that one.
Nope,
Yeah, 'cause it's
$17.99 a month.
It's like
That's
700
bad.
titles that you can play. Like, it's a pretty impressive library.
Yeah, it's a well.
matter
We
how
don't
you
know
swing
what's
it.
in the library yet. To
Yeah,
be
but
fair.
I mean, to be fair, but it's, I don't know. I mean, I think it's fairly easy to figure which ones are going to be in there. I mean, like most of the PlayStation classics and stuff. However, the thing I didn't like about it is that they're still keeping first-party PlayStation 5 titles. You still have to go off and buy them. It's not going to be like
It's not Game
Ultimate.
Pass. No, they
Right.
already said that they're not going to do day one titles in their service because they can't. Financially, they can't afford to do it. It would just tank their sales, and that's like games are Sony's business anymore. Like Microsoft still has all these other departments that make shitloads of money that they could funnel into the Xbox department to keep it going, where Sony, they can't afford to do that.
Yeah, what really bothers me, if you're paying by month, there is a really big gap between the yearly and the by month. Like it's around $100 more expensive if you're buying per month, which is insane.
Yeah, but I mean, Game Pass, Xbox Live Gold and Game Pass were like that back in the day too.
Really? It was
Yeah.
that bad? Damn.
Yeah, I mean, not like $100 bad, but it was still a sizable difference.
Oh, I thought it was like $40 or something difference. I thought.
I don't know. I would really
long
like to
time.
see a yearly plan for Game Pass, though.
So would I.
I think $120 a year for Game Pass Ultimate would be pretty good.
Isn't that what it comes down to?
No, that's for
yeah, I
regular
thought-
Game Pass.
Oh,
Yeah, Game Pass is $9.99 a month. Game Pass Ultimate is $14.99 a month.
and what's the difference between them?
Ultimate includes Cloud Play, EA Play, and Gold.
Oh, okay.
How do you not know this?
Because I don't know much of anything about Game Pass, actually.
Yeah, and it
Okay,
includes
I was about
PC
to
Game
say,
Pass
not
as
a
well.
there has never been a more truer statement, and then you had to add on that Game Pass part at the end.
Yeah, no. The only reason I even have Game Pass is because someone gave me one of those codes that changed your gold into Game Pass. That's the only reason I even have it. I'm still running through that.
Didn't you get a Xbox Series X through the monthly program?
No.
No, I just outright bought it.
Oh, okay. I thought you had for some reason.
No,
She got it through a direct purchase through me.
Okay,
No.
that
through
sucks. 'Cause
Xbox.
if you do the monthly thing, you get 2 years of Game Pass Ultimate.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I mean, you're still paying for the 2 years of Game Pass Ultimate, but it's included with the price.
Yeah, and it really just comes down to like $35 a month.
Yeah. Which works out good.
Yeah.
Speaking of PlayStation Plus, the games for April were announced. Decent month overall. They're getting Hood, Outlaws, and Legends for PS4 and PS5. And then on PS4, they're getting Slay the Spire and SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated.
Damn, that is a
Okay,
solid
so
month.
they have Slay the Spire. Awesome. Okay.
SpongeBob's pretty solid.
Yeah, SpongeBob was pretty good.
I don't particularly like SpongeBob just in general. I no.
No, I mean
tough
it's
for
a
you.
it's a solid platformer, but
Hood,
if you don't
I'm
like
not
SpongeBob.
too. Hood, I don't know. It feels like they're just using PlayStation Plus and games with gold to throw out multiplayer games that are dying.
Well, I mean that's
Is that even a multiplayer game? I thought that was
yeah.
a single player game.
No,
Oh.
Hood, Outlaws, and Legends is like that. That's the PvPvE.
Oh, fuck that. No offense to the devs of that game, just no.
Horror Acolyte says Hood is like Payday with PvP. Yeah,
Ew.
yeah. There you go.
I didn't even like Payday, so okay. Yeah, no.
Yeah, and then some other PlayStation Plus news. Persona 5 is leaving the PlayStation Plus collection on May 11th. That is the selection of PS4 games available on PS5 That
Yeah, so if you get it now, you can still maybe complete that game.
well, no, if you get it now, you keep it. Like it's, I'm pretty sure as long as you add it to your collection, you get to keep it. It's just leaving for new people.
Oh, fuck. Everyone needs to go get that shit then.
Yeah.
If you got a PlayStation anyways, because I've only heard good things about that game.
Yeah, I would love to see Persona 5 jump over to Xbox and Switch eventually,
yes.
but that's up to Atlas.
Atlas, who does Joe need to blow? Just name the person.
People.
Or a lot. Yeah, he'll do it. He'll do it. Just let him play the game.
I've got lots of chapstick, and we got more on the way.
He'll dislocate his jaw.
We got more chapstick on the way.
Yeah, just let me review the game. He'll blow everyone you want him to blow. It's fine.
I know, if I'm doing the blowing, I'm doing the reviewing.
That's fair.
You don't do any of the reviews here. Come on now.
Yes, he does.
I'm doing one tonight, you dick.
Only because me and Jacob were lazy.
Basically, games with gold for April were announced. Xbox One is getting another site in Hue. Hue is awesome. I love that game.
Yeah, Hue was
I like
pretty
another
good.
site.
I got to play
Hue.
It's you have to use colors to like
Color swapping puzzle platformer.
Oh,
yeah,
that sounds like that could be cool.
It shows like, you know, if you use like the blue hue, like you can see platforms that aren't available, like, or that you can otherwise see. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty solid. I got to play it. I've reviewed it twice now because I had reviewed the iOS version for the iPhone and Xbox as well. So
Yeah, I think I reviewed another site.
Actually, I'm not sure that I did. I think I might have bought it on a sale.
I was going to say, because I know I covered the original Xbox version because I'm the first person in the world to 1,000 that game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Congrats.
buddy.
That I'm not.
By like
Then I
3
think I might
days,
have-
I'm the first person.
Oh, no. Another site is a game I wanted to review, but we didn't get it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to play that. It's another game
no.
about blind people, so I need it.
Well, the old games coming for games with gold are MX versus ATV Alive, which yay, and then Outpost Kalaki X.
I mean that's kind of cool. That's an old Ninja B title.
That's a very old game.
that's like from the beginning of Xbox Live Arcade.
Yeah, that's like
That explains why I don't know what that is. Okay.
shockingly, I don't have that though. It was made.
Yeah,
it was made free
No way.
for like a day or two, but I actually don't own that one, and I don't own another site as well. So there's 2 games I get.
Yeah, the Outpost one, if I remember correctly, it was available on a disc, like one of those like bundle, like Xbox Live Arcade bundle discs, if I remember correctly. And then the MX game, if I remember correctly, I think they've actually offered that one before.
They did, yeah. That one's a repeat.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that's the only one of those that I own.
Yeah, that is the second repeat that we've seen on games with gold so far. I hope
bad.
it's not a trend. I mean, granted, in how many years we've only had 2 repeats.
And it's always nice to occasionally repeat a game just because not everyone gets it the first time.
No, Carnage saying
But it
repeats
doesn't
are
really
not
have
okay.
to be
I agree.
MX.
No.
Yeah, that's not the one I would have chosen to repeat, but like I missed like the entire first, God, I don't even know how many months, like the first, like most of the year, I think.
Yeah, but it
Of
sucks
them,
for
I
people who
completely
have
missed.
gotten it already through games with gold. Like, we get shafted now.
Well, you get 3 other games at least.
Yeah, but we're supposed to get 4.
Yeah, but if you've already bought any of these games, like I bought Hue, I mean,
That's completely different. Because you made the
Well, there's
decision to buy that.
There's still stuff that they're offering that they didn't technically ever have to offer. So 3 is still, to me, a plus, even if I may never play them. Which is what's happened to most of these games.
Clearly, they
go on
need
there
to
and-
restart the backward compatibility program so that they could add
Yes.
more games to the backward compatibility program.
I
And the
demand
lineup-
that we get. I demand that we get. Are you smarter than a 5th grader for free?
No.
That's delisted. We'll never get that.
Shush.
I I would like all the Splinter Cell games to be given for free at some point.
I mean, they go on sale for like $3 every other week.
I know, but if people got it for free, maybe they'd play them, and maybe we get a fucking new one finally. I have hopes, and I know they're all fruitless, but I still have hopes. God damn it!
Awesome Prime, I want Rock Band Blitz backward compatible. That's never, ever happening. That will never happen. All we can hope is that Harmonix does a new Rock Band Blitz, which, wish in one hand, shit in the other, see which fills up first. Let's see, more news. Nintendo Switch Online, they added a few more games. NES got MeowmeowLand and Dig Dug 2. And then Super Nintendo North America got Earthworm Jim 2, and that's Japan got Harvest Moon.
That's a better deal.
Yeah.
I'm still surprised that there's a Dig Dug 2. What the hell did they change? Because what the hell did they change from 1 to 2? That is a very basic fucking game.
I mean, they didn't need to change anything. You just had to do more of the same. That's what sequels were back in the day.
That would drive me nuts.
They didn't have DLC in the 80s.
Well, they
if you
should
did, you had
have.
to download them over a modem.
Oh, man. All right. Among Us servers were the target of some DDoS attacks, and it brought the game down for a couple of days this week. DDoS attacks are stupid. Don't do that, people. That's bad.
Well, all the different types of attacks are stupid, and the people who do it should fuck off.
Yeah, they should.
I don't even know what the other ones are called, but they all need to fuck off.
Let's see. Peppa Pig and PJ Masks both got DLC this week from Outright Games. Jacob, are you excited?
I'm kind of excited. I haven't bought them, but I know Silas will probably want the Peppa Pig one. The kids really didn't touch the PJ Masks game.
No.
After they were done reviewing it. So I honestly don't even know if I'm going to buy it. Do you know if there's like extra achievements included with it?
I don't think so.
Well then, screw that.
No.
I mean, if Outright wants to send us a code for it, to review, I mean, that's one thing. But yeah, no. But but my kids do like the Peppa Pig game. For as simplistic as it was, it's a pretty chill game. So.
Oh, there you go. PC Game Pass is going to be expanding into Southeast Asia countries, including Indonesia, the Philippines, Thailand, and Vietnam. So more countries get to check out PC Game Pass.
Very cool.
Nice. Breath of the Wild sequel is now aiming for a spring 2023 release instead of this fall, which makes sense because of the pandemic delaying literally everything.
Yeah, I mean, Nintendo apologized for it, but I mean, at the same time, I think everyone would rather it just, be up to Nintendo's standard quality than a rushed release. So
yeah. So I'm fine with a delay as long as it's a good game. I'm happy.
I'm never going to get around to playing it, so I mean, it works for me too.
The current rumor is that NetEase is looking to acquire Quantic Dream, with an announcement likely coming this summer.
Huh.
Okay. Don't they own like a fuck ton of things?
NetEase? I think so.
Yeah, I think they actually own like the most out of all the big places. If I'm remembering right, I could be.
Are you thinking
wrong.
of Tencent?
Yeah, I think you're thinking of Tencent.
That could be. I don't know. I never know anymore.
I thought NetEase was relatively new. Like, I don't know.
I don't remember. There's too many companies.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to pick up Quantic Dream. I guess after Quantic Dream's contract with Sony ran out, they weren't too interested in renewing it. So who knows? We'll see what happens there.
Probably a whole bunch of nothing. That actually matters anyways.
Yeah.
They'll get them and nothing will change.
Sony is shutting down the servers for Everybody's Golf on September 30th, which is a bummer because that's like one of the only things I enjoy playing on PlayStation is Everybody's Golf.
What's really confusing is apparently the number of players in that is still really high. So I don't know why they're closing it.
Because they're dicks.
Well, and also, I mean,
obviously.
it costs money to maintain it, and if people aren't buying new stuff for it, or like there aren't tons of sales for like new players, and yeah,
I don't know. I just think it's dumb to pull the servers when there's still people playing it.
Yeah, a ton of them even.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was like, oh, there's 20 people
5
playing this week or something, be like, okay, close that motherfucker. But there's, from what I understand, there's still thousands and thousands and thousands of people playing that damn game. And it's like, don't close that yet. Wait until it gets to like next to no one. Then be like, no one's playing it. It can fuck off now. Like,
yeah, wait until no one's playing it like they're doing with Fast and Furious Crossroads.
Ooh, that was a good segue. Although I was actually going to mention, I found a screenshot earlier this week. There's apparently like 27 people still playing Call of Duty Black Ops on the Wii U.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Still more than Babylon's Fall. Yeah, Fast and Furious Crossroads, that is going away April 29th. It was posted on the Steam page that all product sales will cease on April 29th, and I would assume that other platforms will be similar, if not already gone. So if you want Fast and Furious Crossroads, and I know you do...
I had hoped that we would get a review copy, but we didn't. Weird.
Yeah, well, now you can buy it.
I mean, I've had the ability to buy it for the last 2 years.
Yeah. Well, now
I'm just honestly like I will pick it up before it gets delisted. I just really hope that Bandai or Namco does like a huge fire sale on it.
we'll find out.
The only Fast and Furious game I want is a new Forza Horizon Presents the Fast and the Furious. I just want a new one of those.
That was really good.
Yeah, I played that both
good.
on the 360 and the Xbox One. I fucking loved both times I played that. I want another one of those. Those were bitchin'.
I loved it because it was free. First of all, that was amazing.
That was a big thing for me too. Yeah,
I love the fact that they were different between 360 and Xbox One.
Very different.
So you could play them both and get a different experience on each game, and they were pretty easy 1Ks.
Yeah, and
you actually had to help me 1K it.
Yeah, because you're a bitch.
That's pathetic.
No, I couldn't get there's like a score multiplier combo thing, and
that's still pathetic.
Anyway, so Joe helped me with that.
Yeah, those were my introduction to Forza Horizon games, and those are still the only ones I've ever played. And I 100% did both of them on my own because I'm not a bitch.
No, you should play more Forza Horizon games.
Maybe. If are they all like the Presents Fast and the Furious?
No.
Oh, then I'm not interested.
Well, yeah, they pretty much are. It's just...
I mean, yeah, but... I don't
Fast and Furious had a cohesive story where the other games are more open world.
I might still be able to get into that.
Like, then. Fast and Furious was just... It was a slice of Forza Horizon. Like,
yeah, I really like that
was the same
slice.
from Forza Horizon 2. The town was the same. The layout was... Everything was exactly the same. It was just a much smaller version of the game.
And it's about family.
Yeah, it's family.
Yeah, I could use some more little small scale ones because that's just fun. Because they're fast to get into.
They're furious to get into.
Some of the stuff
Tokyo
in there
Drift
makes you fucking furious. I still remember that last fucking race against the goddamn airplane.
Yeah, you should play the other Horizon games.
Oh, that pissed me off. Do you race against planes?
Yes.
Oh, that pissed me off so much. I'm down.
Yeah, trains, planes, jets, blimps. There's a bunch of different crazy shit that you can race in the games.
If you can't beat a fucking blimp, there's a problem.
Well, they get to fly straight.
Yeah, but those are some big slow motherfuckers.
I mean, it's not advisable, but you can still do it.
Yeah.
Depends on where the checkpoints are.
Yeah, that's true. Who needs checkpoints?
Forza.
Most games.
Fast and Furious cunts.
All right, well, that's the news I have. Jacob, what news do you have?
Well, you talked about Fast and the Furious, so that was pretty much all I had. And yeah, I don't really have any Sonic 2 news. It comes out next week. There's early preview showings.
I didn't realize it was out that soon.
Yeah, it's out next week. There's early preview showings, so you can see it 2 days early if you want. And there's a shitload of merch for this movie, unlike the first one. I was really surprised by that. Oh, shut up. You're a consumer whore.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. If they made a Sonic Gundam model kit, you'd buy it.
Well, that's because fuck you, it's Gundam. Gundam is amazing, and they're hard to find too. So I'm not a consumer whore because I can't be. They're expensive and they're hard to find. If they were cheap and I could find them fucking everywhere, yes, I'd totally be a consumer whore.
You know, like their Target's like going to be releasing a bunch of them this summer, right?
I don't have a Target anywhere near me, and our Target probably doesn't carry it.
You might be able to order it online. Just saying.
I'll be right back.
She's going to order it.
She's either going to order it or furiously masturbate. One of the two.
Yes to both.
Probably both.
She's
all right, Aki, what news do you have?
Well, I have 2 bits. One that's actually going to be in here, and one that's going to be with one of my reviews. And the one I have is kind of sad. A indie dev and writer by the name of Muhammad Fahmy died earlier this week, or over the weekend. I can't remember which exactly. He was the guy behind Coffee Talk, which was a cute little indie game where you basically played as a barista and served people coffee. It was really sweet and cute, and I really liked it, and it's a shame. He was only 32.
Yeah, I played that as well. It's a really good game, and I know that I think it's for the next week. If you buy it on Steam, like the proceeds go to his family.
He has one other game that came out, but I don't remember what it was. I hadn't heard of it. And he has another game that's supposed to be out in summer. I'm hoping, since he was the writer, that it'll still come out, because I'm hoping by this point in time the writing was done, so we can still get it. But yeah, it's a shame, because I really liked that game. Because it was a fantasy world, but it still dealt with down to earth fucking situations, and it's just a shame. He was way too young to die. Sadly, we don't know what happened. His sister just came on and said that he had passed, and that's all the information we have.
Well, I could respect their privacy and not pry. If they want to explain and give more details, they will. But
yeah, it's a shame. Big shame.
I'm surprised you didn't want to mention the Stanley Parable is coming to Xbox finally.
Oh,
I didn't know that was considered newsworthy. I thought we were just going to wait until I got that for review. Hopefully, yeah, that's coming to consoles. And
April 27th, finally.
I'm
cool.
excited.
Did they say what the price is going to be, or is it going to be on Game Pass?
I don't think it's on Game Pass, and I'm not seeing anything about a price yet.
I don't think it said anything about being on Game Pass. But so yeah, you get to start that game up and then not play it for like 5 years.
Oh God!
I'm sure that fucking achievement will still be in there.
Yeah, go outside. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 5 years.
I'm still amazed that was a fucking achievement. Fucking love that.
I wonder if Microsoft would allow an achievement like that.
Yes, they totally would. They don't give a shit. They allow broken fucking achievements for game modes that don't exist. Here's looking at you, Halo Infinite, you motherfucker.
That's fair.
Brooke in chat, damn it, I just got off work and I'm too late to count Aki's total fucks spoken in an episode.
I don't think I've actually said any yet.
Yeah, you have. You always do.
I have?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have.
I knew I'd said lots of other cuss words. I just didn't remember saying fuck until just now. Because I said
it
a
all
lot
just
of
blends together.
Yes, it does. But we haven't gotten to the review section, so start it at the review section, and then just double it.
Yeah, triple it, quadruple it.
Nah, double's probably fine with how many reviews I have.
Well, speaking of reviews, should we get to those?
Yes. Do we have to?
Yes.
No, we don't.
Oh, no,
yes, we do.
No, we can just talk.
Could all just leave right now and
yeah, there we go.
You'd have no fucking recourse.
We gotta do reviews.
No,
gotta happen.
Really don't.
Gotta happen. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
9.
Yeah. 10.
No,
only 3. I've only said it 3 times so far.
All right, the first item we are going to discuss tonight is the ASTRO A10 Gen 2 headset created by ASTRO Gaming, available on the ASTRO Gaming website and other retailers for $59.99. Enhance your everyday gaming setup with the ASTRO A10 Gen 2 headset. Buckle down for an all-night gaming session thanks to A10's ergonomic construction with closed-back design, supported with sturdy construction and an ultra-durable, comfortable headband that may just outlast your favorite headset. Jacob, tell us, what are your thoughts on the ASTRO A10 Gen 2?
Well, I mean, how do I sound?
Well, you've used it last week and this week, and I think it's good quality. I think it sounds really good. There's not any kind of hiss or background noise. It's just a solid, crisp sound.
Yeah, and I'm not going to lie. I've used it for some gaming this week, along with listening to music and watching movies and stuff like that, just so I could have a nice, roundabout, way of testing it, along with a couple of phone calls. And yeah, it honestly, like everyone has said, like I sound pretty good thus far. I mean, if you ignore how shitty my voice sounds,
yeah.
But in terms of audio quality, it's pretty good. And the headset itself, with the earphones, it sounds great. Like the sound quality is fantastic. It's a blast watching movies, like especially when like you have like I don't know, something with like loud explosions like 1917 or Master and Commander. Like everything just sounds phenomenal. Music sounds great through this. And the headset itself, it is very sturdy. If you look at the ads, they actually show somebody bending it like pretty far. Now, I didn't try to get it as far as they're bending it in the ads, mostly because I didn't want to accidentally break them. But, I'm not going to lie. Like, like you can really bend these pretty far. Now, it does come in multiple colors. It's like black, white, like a mint chocolate chip kind of green. We got the lilac one.
Yeah, buddy.
Joe was originally going to request lilac, but he let my kids decide which one I was going to get. And it was a very close vote between lilac and white. Lilac won because my wife was the tiebreaker on that. Yeah, like I mean,
the fun thing is, like, you had a preference, and I didn't care what your preference was because I was going to request lilac no matter what. with mint being the runner-up if they didn't have lilac,
right?
Because I got to admit, they're nice colors.
Yeah, I mean, usually the only colors I ever see are black, so it was nice to see that they went out of the usual for this. But yeah, like I've played online games with it. I was able to hear everyone clearly. As far as I could tell, everyone was able to understand me just fine. And yeah, like I mean, it's a really solid headset. That is really good quality. I mean, but like with the audio and the voice. Now, the only thing I didn't like about this is that I've got bigger ears, and when I initially had this set, I only had one notch left on the headset. And this was last week. And after we were done recording, I took it off and my ears hurt a lot. I also wear glasses, but it really felt like it had like scrunched up against my head. And I hadn't realized it until I actually had taken them off. Now I do have it set at like as far as it can go. And it's not bad, but my ears still hurt a little bit after wearing them for a couple of hours. So if you've got bigger ears, this might not be the route that you want to go with. But you know, I don't know how many gamers that would actually affect with that kind of thing. Yeah. So if you're me or an elf, this might not be the headset for you, but, no, my wife, it fit her head perfectly. The kids like it. So I'm the weird outlier on this one, but honestly, like I'd recommend it. It's a really good headset for $60.
How are the inline volume controls? Those work well?
Yeah, I've messed with it. I mean, yeah, I mean it's just like it's a simple dial that is about I don't know, I'd say like 4 inches down from like the headset itself. And it's just a simple dial that you can turn up or down for headset volume.
So it's got the durable construction. It's mostly comfortable except for your weird ass ears. The flip to mute microphone. Did you get to test that out? Does that work well?
Flip? I didn't even know that was a feature.
Yeah, you flip up and it mutes.
Can you hear me?
Now we can.
Banana. now
it's muted. Now it's unmuted.
Fancy. All right. Well, apparently that works. Fancy. I don't know that I'm really. I mean, it works. It's a feature that definitely works. I don't know if I'm really a fan of it, as opposed to like having it like on the little the wire.
Is there a mute on the wire as well, or is it just the flip to?
No, it's just the flip. The one that I usually use, that like what is it, Steel series or whatever. Okay. That one just has a button that I use. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the button's a little bit quicker, but you know, having the headset up to mute's not bad either. I mean, the feature definitely works. So
nice. Well, the headset is $59.99, available on the Astro Gaming website and other retailers. What are your thoughts on the Astro A10 Gen 2 headset for $60?
If you don't have big ears like me, it's definitely a great headset, especially for $60. I'm really surprised by that. Yeah, I mean, I definitely recommend it if you've got a smaller cranium than me and ear size.
It sounds like a really solid entry-level headset.
Yeah. And I mean, it probably fits teenagers' heads better than adults. Yeah. So that might actually be the market for this. I'm not sure, but yeah, as I said, as long as you don't have like too huge of a head and ears, then this is a pretty good headset for you.
And it's moving the microphone up to the top that mutes it?
Correct. Yeah, up to like a 12 o'clock. Yeah, 12 o'clock position. I
don't particularly like that feature because when you were moving that, it made a lot of fucking noise.
Well, he was probably moving it by touching the actual microphone. You'd probably want to grab it by the side and twist it.
How did that sound?
See, that wasn't that
Still
bad.
Heard it.
I mean, you could still hear...
Well, I still hear you. You don't hear me complaining about it.
Well, you fucking should, because I'm irritating.
God, your headset sucks. I can still hear you.
Well, my headset doesn't mute because I use a mic.
It's even worse.
Okay, let's move on with the reviews. First off, I gotta ask, did either of you play Century?
I played through the tutorial.
Okay, so we could talk about Century. First game we're going to talk about tonight is Century Age of Ashes, developed and published by Playwing Limited, released March 10th on Xbox Series X and S as a free-to-play game, previously available on Windows 10. Century Age of Ashes, the multiplayer dragon battle game, is now available on Series X and S. Customize your dragon, dive into the arena, and compete to become a legendary dragoneer, burn your enemies, and rule the skies. Jacob, you and I played this one. What are your thoughts on this game?
I mean, as I said, I only played through the tutorial. So it was a standard, like, this is how you do this. This is how you fly. This is how you speed up. This is how you brake. There are different weapons, quote unquote, that your dragon can use. Like if you get up really close, you could use a fire breath. It can also spit fireballs. And then there are like special shots that you can spit out, which of course, if you've shot off too many too quickly, you have to wait till your bar refills for it.
Yeah, they do have cooldowns, so you can't just spam the super powerful stuff.
Yeah, and then there's like a fourth one. I forget what it is. And then of course, like the more you attack and do stuff, like you have a rage meter that builds, and once you do that, like it zeroes in on everybody and stuff. And there's various power-ups that you can gather around the map that'll help you out, like a shield or like refill stamina. The gameplay was solid from the tutorial, and I do admit, like, obviously I'm only talking about the tutorial. I didn't get to play with anybody online.
I did. Yay! This game is fucking fun. It is at its core, it's the 6v6 dragon combat game where you are riding a dragon. You're one of 3 different classes that rides a dragon, and your goal is across 3 different, there's like a coin collection game, a carnage game. There's one other one. Basically, the main goal is to destroy your opponents and win the game. And it's fun. And it's surprising me because looking at this game, I didn't think I would really get into it that much, but it controls really well. It's easy to get into. It's easy to play. It's hard to master because I was getting my ass kicked by some of these top level players in the 6v6. When you're first starting out, so that you don't get too scared, there is a 3v3 where it's just 3 of you versus computer opponents, but once you hit level 5, that's gone, and you got to get good.
I did see like there is like a beginner match thing.
Yeah, so you get that up until level 5, and then you're basically out on your own, and you gotta
get good.
You gotta get good, scrub. Because the microtransactions in this game are pretty much all cosmetics.
When you say pretty much,
there's boosters as well. There's like experience boosters as well. But for the most part, it's all cosmetic stuff. It's just different weapons that you can equip, different weapon skins, different dragon. I don't want to say skins because that kind of cheapens what they are, considering how well designed and detailed the dragon skins are. A lot of them you can get full dragon right away just by buying it outright. You can also get eggs in which you can hatch a dragon, which you usually do by accomplishing missions. Like to hatch the egg, you might have to kill 3 opponents, and that'll hatch the egg. And then to level it up, you have to dodge 4 fireballs, something like that. And then you'll level it up. And once it hits level 4, it's a full-grown dragon that you get to ride and cruise around on and blow shit up.
Yeah, see, I only looked at pictures, so that's the only input I can put in it. The dragons are so pretty. I love them. They're so cute.
I told you should have tried this one.
I would.
Eating?
It's noodles.
God damn it. Mute yourself.
I would have played it, but I looked at the achievement list and I was like, no.
What achievements turned you off?
Win to 100 games.
Yeah, that's a big
first
one.
And foremost, because I'm like, I might be lucky if I win 5, which I think was another achievement, and then all the kill ones, because there was a big list of kill ones too. Yeah, those seem to be like the major 2 sets of achievements: is get X amount of kills, get more and more, and then get X amount of wins. And I'm like, no, that's never going to happen, and that's going to drive me nuts.
Oh, it'll happen because it's not like it's 1v1 combat. You're on a team of 6. So you can definitely get kills and get wins. Even the worst player, like I was hovering near the bottom of the leaderboards every game, but every now and then I would still do pretty good. And I felt as at home playing this as I did playing Knockout City, to be honest. I'm not big into multiplayer games, but I'm having fun with it. And I do plan on continuing to play this game because I want to get some achievements and I want to continue riding my dragon and blowing people up and spitting fire and spit hot fire like Dylon.
See, what would really improve this game for me is if there was just a PvE thing, like the beginner thing is.
Yeah.
If there was just a version of that you could just play and get all the achievements for. Because I really just want to raise the fucking dragons because they're adorable. That's all I really want. I just want to hatch the dragons and grow them and give them pets and fly them around without worrying about real people killing the shit out of me.
No, which leads to one of my gripes with the game is player count. So far, it's been like I'm obviously not playing at like 7 in the evening when it's prime time, but it'll still take me like a minute or 2 to get into a game. So the queue times can be a little long. Microtransactions don't bother me because it's all cosmetics aside from experience boosters, which again, it's just, it doesn't affect gameplay. And as long as they keep it like that, I have no problem giving this game a recommendation. That it's a free-to-play game, so just download it and try it. I think it's worth checking out. I think it's worth playing. And I would like to team up with people and play together. So one of you two fucking play with me.
No, thank you. Ew, that's pervy. I do have a question though about the DLC you can buy. Are the experience boosters, are they like you get a permanent X amount of XP bonus, or is it a timed thing?
It's timed.
Or
they're timed. You pay the crystals, and you could either get like a 24-hour boost, a 7-day boost, a 14-day boost, or a 30-day boost. And depending on how long it is, it's also more powerful. So if you get like the 12-hour or the 24-hour boost, it's like 10%. If you get the 1 month boost, it's like 25%.
And is that like, have you used any of these yet?
Yes.
Okay. So does it only count the amount of time you're on? Like, this is for 24 hours, so you actually have to play for 24 hours? Or
no, it's 24 hours once you use it.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well, that's how everything is.
Yeah.
Boosters like that, they never count in-game time. It's, you get a day after you activate this, you get 24 hours of bonus experience.
Otherwise, how the fuck are they going to make money?
Yeah. And the cool thing is when you use an experience booster, your teammates get a boost as well.
Oh.
It's not like the full boost. Like if you're getting a 20% boost, they'll get like a 5%, but it's still something. So if your teammates are using experience boosters, you'll get something out of it.
So we just need to. So whoever plays this just needs to find a whale and stick with them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you going to be the whale, Joe?
No. Next game to talk about tonight is Agent Intercept, developed and published by PikPok, released March 30th on Xbox One, Series X and S, Switch, PS4, and PS5 for $19.99. The world needs you, Agent. Take control of the Scepter, the agency's latest high-tech transforming vehicle, and face off against the criminal organization Claw in this explosive arcade driving game. Jacob, what's going on in Agent Intercept?
So pretty much this is, it harkens back to Spy Hunter from the old days, although this is now a 3D version. And unlike those versions, this one is actually pretty good. You drive around in your car and you're introduced to your boss, but you're also introduced to the person who is most definitely not Q from the James Bond series. You know, who introduces like all sorts of gadgets and new weapons for the car. I forget what they call it, the Intercept.
Scepter.
And Interceptor. And so you're driving around and you have to either crash into cars or you can fire missiles at them. But either way, you have to take down the enemy cars. You have to avoid mines, lasers, all that kind of stuff. You can do outrageous flips over hills, or like, there's a dirt pile over there. So then you end up doing like a corkscrew, and all sorts of stuff. You just have to stop the bad guys. It plays out like a James Bond movie. Both in terms of like this, the car driving scenes that we have in the more modern ones, mixed with, oh my God, James, they're going to launch a nuke that's going to destroy London, and it's launched from a submarine from a man who, is this ancient warrior thing. I don't fucking know. I'm making this up as I go.
I can tell.
But, I mean, that actually is kind of mission 2, except he's not like an ancient warrior, but whatever. Anyway, so anyway, so you just go through levels like this, and the story progresses. And there are side missions that you can actually do, which can help you earn more stuff in the game, and unlock, like, there's unlockables and stuff like that you can view, like data cards that give you information about what's actually going on in the plot, all sorts of stuff. It's a fairly simple game that you can just pick up and play. And like, once you've completed the level, you can put it back down, come back like a week later. It's a lot of fun though.
I have a question about
driving around, you're driving around like the turns, and you're trying to collect like the power-ups and the points and stuff like that, and trying to keep your combo meter going and destroying the bad guys. It's pretty damn fun.
I'm curious about the gameplay. Looking at the screenshots, it looks reminiscent of Forza Street. Is this something where the game auto drives, or are you controlling all the driving?
Well, all right. So you are controlling the steering as to where you're going to be, and you do control your boost with it, which is a meter that refills, and then the other button is like what weapons you're going to use. There really isn't much to the controls. It's really meant for for pretty much everyone to pick up and enjoy. So I mean, is it like Forza Street in terms of simplicity? Yes, but there's a lot more. Like I would actually say it's kind of insulting to compare it to Forza Street's controls.
In what way?
But I mean, Forza Street just kind of sucks.
Says the guy who's fighting to 1K it before it goes down.
Hey, I've got 11 days. Okay, I'm gonna make it.
Respect the grind. Respect the grind.
Exactly.
He's the one saying it's not good.
Yeah,
hey,
but
he started the game. He wants to finish it. He wants that 1K. I played plenty of shitty games for that 1K just because I fucking started them.
Yeah, it's depressing.
Anyway. So yeah. So while there isn't much to the game, it is very much like a pick up and play kind of stuff, but it can easily also entertain you for an hour or so. I had a lot of fun with it.
You mentioned their side missions. Is this like a mission-based game where like you do a mission and there's side missions you could do, or is it kind of open world where you can go where you want and select what you want? It's mission structured.
It's very much like I guess you'd call it like an on rails kind of thing. So pretty much what happens is that there are objectives within all the missions, and it's just like score 1,000 points, get a combo meter of like 50, stop the bad guy before he gets to the blue bridge, stuff like that. And if you complete all 5, you unlock the data file for it, which lets you view more stuff. It's not the most inventive, but then again, it also really doesn't have to be.
No.
It's just a lot of fun, and if you're a big fan of like the James Bond movies, like this is going to be right up your alley.
Cool. Well,
or if you're looking for some old school like Spy Hunter kind of stuff.
Well, it's $20. What are your thoughts?
$20 is a little steep. I'd be more okay if it was 15. But I had a lot of fun with it, so I'd still recommend it.
So buy it, try it. What are your thoughts?
Oh, buy it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
As I said, I'm not not too comfortable with the $20 price tag, but I'd still recommend buying it.
All right. Next up is Catie in MeowmeowLand, developed by Artillery, published by Blowfish Studios, released March 29th on Xbox One, Series X and S, Switch, PS4, PS5, and PC for $14.99. Catie in MeowmeowLand is a classical, humorous point-and-click adventure game. Help little Catie get back home from the bizarre cat world of MeowmeowLand. Jacob, what is MeowmeowLand except for my house?
So this is very much like an Alice in Wonderland kind of story. Catie is this little girl who sees this. It's essentially like the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland, except it's a cat. And she sees it go down a hole inside a tree, so she follows and then starts falling down. And you are introduced to this world, MeowmeowLand, which is full of all these like really weird creatures, and you just essentially have to figure out how to get to the next stage. And pretty much it all seems like it all very much seemed to be pretty non-violent. I mean, you know, like a snake might get tangled up with a
M-rated
bell.
world of MeowmeowLand.
Hey, you never know.
True.
So
E10, by the way, E10 it is rated.
So anyway, so it's a standard point and click adventure, although it is simplified because obviously it's more so aimed at kids than adults. And you really, I don't want to say that you have to rack your brain, but it's a lot of like clicking on the screen that you're presented with and trying, you know, sometimes you might have to combine or like move like one character over to another one, or just keep repeatedly clicking on an item until it gives you like what you're looking for. Like at one point there is like this hand that comes out of like a tree, and it, you know, it presents you with an item that you're trying to get a rat out of a hole with. And like at first it's like a ball and it pushes it away. The next thing is, I don't know, like a pencil or something. And then finally, the third item is a piece of cheese, which then, of course, brings out the rat or mouse or whatever. So then you can go get the key, which then unlocks the door. Then once you get the hang of it, it goes pretty well. There was only one time I had to look up what the solution was for one of the things. And I swear I had tried it before, but apparently not. But all in all, it's a pretty chill, whimsical little title there, and I was pleasantly pleased with it.
It looks really cute. Any thoughts on the visual style of the game? It's very distinct.
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird and very surreal. I don't know whether it was inspired by like Salvador Dali or stuff like that. But the world is pretty trippy and stuff, and it's interesting watching stuff in the background that doesn't always make sense. Like a lot of the times you're watching beings that, you know, have body parts that don't oddly fit. You know, they're kind of weird. Or like, you know, giraffe that like, I don't know, that could set itself on fire, stuff like that.
You're a giraffe.
I guess. I don't know, but anyway. But yeah, like there isn't much, like there's pretty much like no voice acting. Like occasionally Catie will make like, oh, like when she's trying to communicate that, you know, something's like not within her reach, or she doesn't want to go near one of like the creepy ass animals that you have to like figure out how to make it go away and stuff like that. One of the things I did enjoy also now that you had mentioned the visual style, is that there is a rock that is a head that, you know, it looks very much like Dwayne Johnson. So I thought that was a nice touch. I don't know if that was total. I don't know if it was totally intentional, but
I'm gonna guess it was. If it looks like him,
it kind of looks like him. It, you know, I don't know.
Now I want to see a picture.
I'll take a screenshot later.
Cool. All right. Well, the game's $15. What do you think of it?
$15, definitely. Yeah, I'd go with that. Buy it. It's a good point and click adventure, especially if you've got younger kids. I mean, not too young. I think like the E10 is appropriate. I wouldn't hand this to my youngest kid who's 4. But yeah, like it, it's simplified, still makes you have to try to think outside the box. And it's a nice little adventure. I liked it.
Cool beans. All right. Well, that is it for you.
Cool.
Yeah.
I do have a bit of news that I forgot to discuss.
Oh, God.
The new the Hot Wheels Unleashed racing season started today.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't mention that earlier.
Yeah, I forgot about it. I think I was arguing with Aki about something. But
we were talking about dicks, and I just forgot.
Those dicks. Anyway,
I already stopped paying attention. I have no idea what you've been talking about.
We're talking about dicks. Pay attention. So anyway,
the things you juggle. Okay.
No, I juggle my testicles. Anyway, what else were they going to do with them after the operation?
I thought they were stored in your wife's purse.
No.
Are you sure? Because that's where your spine is.
That would be uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'd just flop around like a jellyfish.
So what else about Hot Wheels?
So anyway, the new racing season actually starts today. This season is DC superheroes. So we've got a bunch of new cars based on Aquaman, Shazam, Nightwing, Cyborg, The Flash, and I think the other one was Wonder Woman. I wasn't too sure. Joe, can you confirm that?
I can't confirm anything right now. No.
Oh, well, okay. Well, anyway.
I don't have the email pulled up. I copied and pasted it to you on Facebook, and then I deleted it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
don't keep every email I get. Jesus.
Why not?
Because I get like 100 emails a day.
So?
I don't want to keep all of them.
Just don't read them. Okay. It's Supergirl. Okay.
There you go.
Cool. That's even better. So somebody that we don't have. But anyways, so it starts today, March 31st, and it runs through the middle of June. So you got plenty of time to earn all those cars. And
to hit level 88.
Yeah, 88, 89, somewhere around there. And get more gears so you can upgrade all the cars that hopefully you've already upgraded. Because holy shit, guys. So anyway... So yeah, and if it's like the last racing season, it should only cost like $6. So, woo!
Cool beans. All right,
yeah.
Well, we will let you get going.
Yay!
Go do the tweets.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any final words?
Fuck all y'all.
Okay.
Anyway,
next game to talk about is Kraken Academy, developed by Happy Broccoli Games, published by Fellow Traveler, released March 22nd on Xbox One, Series X and S, Switch, and PC for $17.99. Also available as part of Xbox Game Pass. Welcome to Kraken Academy, a Technicolor fever dream that for legal reasons can only be described as, quote, technically a school. Join forces with a magical Kraken to manipulate a time loop and save the world. Aki, what the hell is going on in Kraken Academy?
Okay, so at this academy, there's a number of different schools within it that call themselves clubs for some reason, and they're all kind of shitty until you get to the last one, which is apparently where they put all the money, and I mean all the fucking money. Because like most of the buildings here are like decrepit and there's like boards over broken walls and shit. Like it's bad. And you and your sister, you name your own character. He's just some dude that I don't care about. Go to this, and your sister's been given the prestige with her snotty, snooty, I want to punch her in the face because she's a dumb cunt personality. She has gone into the drama club. Guess which fucking club got all the fucking money? And that's 5, by the way. The drama club. So, yay, she's a bitch and she gets everything. Woohoo! Whilst you're stuck in the music club. Guess who gets fucking nothing? That's 6, by the way. The music club. Yay! You almost immediately get sent to the nearby lake where there is a giant Cthulhu just sitting there. It's a giant octopus, but I call him Cthulhu because it's more interesting. And you are given an amulet and told the world's going to end in 3 or 4 days, something like that. And you have to free all the spirits that are trapped within a couple of students in order to stop it. And then you have to beat the traitor that put them in the students or something. So you're like, okay, cool. I guess I can go do that. And now you have to go make friends with most of the school. Yay! The school hates you. That is the entirety of this game. This school fucking hates your ass. Oh, that's 7. And so most of this is, in order to get a student to like you, because you have to go student by student, you have to go and find an item that they need and then give it to them within a certain amount of time. And I don't mean like, oh, you have 30 minutes to get this to me. No, you have to get it like, oh, this person only accepts this at night, or this person will only accept this before Wednesday or whatever. So you're going to be trying to do all that and to get access to different things so you can actually free these spirits. And each spirit does require you to go back in time in order to get the next one. So that's fun. No one remembers anything that happens between the time jumps except for you, because you have the special amulet of I don't fucking know. And it's kind of funny. It's really, really out there. Like, there's a girl in the music club who's named Broccoli Girl. Would you like to know why she's named that? Can you guess why she's named that?
Because she's broccoli.
Yes, she's literally a piece of broccoli. Literally.
Yes, I looked at the cover of the game.
Yeah, you should show it to everybody. It is fucking weird. She's one of the weirdest characters right there, but everyone has a quirk to them. Like, there's a conspiracy theorist, and he's fucking crazy. Well, he's a conspiracy theorist. Of course, he's crazy. There's a self-absorbed twat also in your class. There's a guy who only speaks in third person and is kind of dumb. There's the typical weeb. Like, there's all these stereotypes that are just fucking hilarious. And they all want something. So you have to go and make them happy so that you can get upgrades and shit. And yeah, that's really all there is to that game. That game is a very simplistic game. It takes maybe 5 or 6 hours to beat, would be my guess. And that's mostly because you're just reverting time and trying to get the achievements for making everyone like you, because you have to be a suck-up asshole. It is what it is. One of the cool aspects of the game is you get costumes throughout your different playthroughs. You get new costumes, and some of them have special abilities and stuff, which you can use. Like, one of the outfits you get is... God, I hate the name of this, but I love it at the same time. It's called the Skelebaner, and it's basically a black sweatshirt and sweatpants that has bones on the front of it and a bone dangling in between the legs. Hence, Skelebaner. And when you wear it, you can break holes in certain parts of the school buildings and stuff to find secret areas.
Oh my lord! I'm still angry at Carnage's pun in chat where he said,
"I'm ignoring him."
If at McDonald's Goth reviewed it, she would be Broccoli Girl, because that's Broccoli Girl. That's Scott's fault.
Scotty, I hate you. I hate
Thanks,
you so
Carnage.
much.
Thanks, Carnage.
Why do we allow Carnage in here?
Because it's a public Twitch channel.
We could still block him, That is a thing. You could still block his ass and make it to where he can't be in here. I could, saying.
But he's like our listener. There's only like 4 of them. We can't scare them away.
Yeah, but when you make puns that fucking bad, that's 8, by the way.
You've said fuck more than 8 times.
Have I really?
You've lost count of your own fucks. So Kraken
That's because I stopped counting at 7, and shit. I'll say it's like 15, whatever. Good, close enough. What'd you say?
Kraken Academy is $17.99. What are your thoughts on it?
I'm for it. It's pretty funny. It's really out there. All the characters are kind of, well, most of the characters are interesting. Some of them are douches. But yeah, it's a nice little romp. I think most people would really get a kick out of it. So yeah, I'm all for it.
Cool. And again, if people are on the fence, it's on Game Pass.
Hey, Brooke says I'm at 10 and I started at 3. So, yay, I'm only at 10. That was close.
All right, next game is Ikai, developed by Endflame, published by PM Studios. Released March 29th on Xbox One, Series X and S, Switch, PS4, PS5, and PC for $14.99. Fear and anxiety prevail after the darkest tale from Japanese folklore comes to life in this first-person psychological horror game. Set in a feudal era, Ikai revolves around the priestess of a shrine struggling to defeat the spirits of her past and her present. Aki, what's going on in this one?
Okay, remember how I said I had another piece of news, but it was going to go with a game review?
Okay.
That would be this one. And I may have mentioned this, a while back. I'm not sure. But this game has a lot to do with Japanese monster lore, yokai lore. And in Japan, the Killing Stone was sheared in half recently, which is basically like a national monument or something, effectively. It's one of the big tourist traps to go over there and see that. So that's a shame. That's lost forever. Basically, it was just a giant fucking boulder, and it just split in half for no reason. This game is all about the culture of the yokai, and things are beeping at me, and I hate that. And yeah, you play as a priestess, and apparently there's some sort of rule that says if your blood is spilled on holy ground, the gates of hell open up and the yokai get to come through, or some shit. And something apparently bashes you in the back of the head while you're out going to deal with laundry. Because this is old days, people. This is no electronics days. So, yeah, fun.
This is the 80s.
Oh, gosh. If only. Whew, then you might have a bike. But yeah, so right from the beginning of this, you're actually making old seals. Which would be placed on objects to seal evil spirits into so they wouldn't run amok. Like, that is the very first thing when the game starts. You're making those, and you actually have to make them. They give you an outline on a piece of paper, and you have to follow it. And you have to do it 3 times. And I was like, yes, I love this. And then you start finding collectibles that actually tell you about the various yokai. And that was really, really fun. And I knew most of them, which was awesome. And some of them you actually see in the game. Not all of them, sadly. That would be fucking awesome. So, yeah. And the game is basically split into, is it 3 or 4 sections? I think it's 3 sections, basically, where you have to seal a spirit because it's gotten free. And you have to avoid it while you're doing that, even, because it will kill the shit out of you. With no regard for anything, it will fuck you up. Yay. And there went another fuck. Damn. And another one. So, like, you have, like, the stereotypical Spider Woman. And I'm not talking about the fucking superhero. I'm talking about the well-known yokai that everyone knows of. Stuff like that is in it. And it's really cool to see all this stuff. Because you see, like, there's an old demon that basically was just a giant head, and it jumps basically off of trees and slams down on people. So kind of like those giant blocks in Mario. they're actually based off the same fucking thing. The spike blocks that come down whenever you run underneath them. Yeah, they're there to crush people's skulls, and you see those. And hopefully they don't land on you, because I assume they can land on you. I didn't have any of them land on me, but I got close a couple times. It's like, it's really cool just to see this stuff. It is so awesome. It allows you to immerse yourself a little bit in that part of Japanese folklore, which was really impressive to me, because I don't get a lot of games like this where it's quite that steep. Like sometimes you'll see yokai and stuff, but it's never steeped so much in it. Like making the seals, finding the objects that you're sealing the spirit back into, dealing with the seals breaking. That stuff's so awesome. And you never get that in games. So yeah, I really liked it. It's fairly quickish. It's around 6 to 8 hours to beat it. It has a bunch of missable achievements, because if you fuck up, you have to replay the entire game again.
No, there's no like chapter select or anything.
No, sadly, there's not.
Boo.
Yeah, and sadly, if you fuck up and you can't just dashboard real quick either, it does somehow keep track of that shit, which drove me nuts, because I was like, oh no, I have to replay this all over again for that. Thankfully, the collectibles, because there's a few different types, there's some objects that you can pick up that your character talks about, and she does have a voice. She's about the only character in it, so there's no other real voices. But there's also all the yokai stuff. It seems like those will stick even when you go into a new game. All of them that you found stay found, I believe. So that's really cool. I do need a walkthrough for that, because I found like a little over half of each, and I was like, fuck me, I'm never going to find this shit. I looked everywhere. I was on the hunt for that yokai stuff, because I was like, I just want more of this. Feed it to me. Inject it into my fucking veins. And I found like maybe half. Maybe. I was like, oh, that's a shame. So I can't wait for a fucking walkthrough for this, because I really want to just see what all they have in there. Sadly, the more of them you find, you don't get more yokai that show up. That would have been awesome. But I just want to read more about the yokai that the game wants to tell you about. It's really cool. So you can probably guess what my opinion is on this game.
Yeah, I'm thinking you like this one.
Oh, I fucking loved it. It was fantastic. It made me so happy.
Well, then $15. What is your verdict?
Yes.
Okay.
Just go buy it.
Okay. I can't even get the fucking question out. Yes.
No.
Buy this game or I will kill you.
Yes, exactly. I will do it. I will do it.
I know you
Go
will.
get it. Oh, it's so good. I love it so much.
All right. One last game to talk about tonight is called A Memoir Blue, developed by Cloisters Interactive, published by Annapurna Interactive, released March 25th on Xbox One, Series X and S, and Windows 10 for $7.99. A unique aesthetic combining hand-drawn and 3D art brings Miriam's magical realist journey to life as she swims into the depths of her memories. A series of gameplay vignettes blend sacrifice and heartbreak with victory and pride as she reconnects with her inner child and deepens the love she shares with her mother. Aki, what's going on in A Memoir Blue?
Okay, in this you play as what I believe is an Olympic swimmer who has recently won gold, and you're home alone and unhappy and miserable because you're alone, and it's sad. And then you have a lot of little weird puzzles that don't seem to really have anything to do with anything. Like, one of the first puzzles you have is to drag 3 ice cubes down to the bottom of your cup, which make fish appear in your glass of water. And then water just expands everywhere. It is a real trippy game, because it's like the girl is high constantly or something. And yeah, it has 2 distinct art styles too, which is really cool. It has the current proper adult version of her, which is all 3D graphics, looks really nice. And then you often see, the past version of her and her mother when she was a little kid. And these parts are these really beautifully done 2D, but they're still in the 3D world, which is really, really cool to look at. I haven't seen anything like that in a long time. So, yeah, and it basically this woman is going on this journey to live through her past, basically. You see her growing up from a kid. Her parents divorced and her mom took her off on her own. And, having to deal with, she wants to make her mom proud, but her mom has to work to, feed them and clothe them, so the mom isn't always there and stuff. And you see how that family dynamic changes as the little girl gets older, how that impacts her and how it changes her. And eventually you see they split ways and all this fun stuff, obviously, because the girl is alone. Duh. And then it comes around from that point to trying to reconnect, to understand what her mother must have felt, instead of just being in her own headspace. Being, okay, now I'm an adult. Now I can kind of understand the things my mother was doing and that she really loved me and all this other stuff. So it's a real emotional journey, even though there's no spoken or written language in it, because all the written stuff is just these weird symbols. Like there might be a fish and there might be a, squiggly line. It's not a real language. It's not even wingdings. Just before anyone says, it might be wingdings. It's not wingdings. I can read wingdings. It's not wingdings. God, that is the most useless ability I have.
Yes, that is a very, very useless ability.
I really liked writing in wingdings when I was a teenager. What
You're
can
weird.
I say? Yes, I am. But yeah, there's lots of just these little puzzles. None of them are particularly hard. They're all over the place. Usually it involves just clicking something and dragging it around wherever it needs to be, things like that. So yeah, it's every last one of these little puzzles is maybe a minute long, if that. So they're not something you're going to have to think too hard on, thankfully. So you can really sit there and actually enjoy the story instead of being like, oh, now I'm stuck on this puzzle because I'm a fucking moron for the next 5 fucking hours. No, you're never going to hit that fucking point. And trust me, if anyone was going to hit that fucking point, it'd be fucking me, because I'm a fucking dumbass. So yeah, you'll be fine. It's going to be great. There are a number of achievements in the game. They're all related to doing specific items, and they're all technically missable except for like one. But they're all also in order if you look at the achievement list, so it becomes pretty obvious what to do, thankfully. So yay. And I got them all on my first playthrough because it was pretty obvious what you need to do. And it was really, I want to say it was cute, but it was really deep at the same time because of the emotional journey it went through. So,
well, it's $8. What are your thoughts?
At that price, buy it twice. It's amazing.
and it's on Game Pass. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, go play it on Game Pass. It's fantastic, and you can beat it in a day easily. Oh, so easy, so easy. Go do it. It's fantastic.
There you go. If you don't have Game Pass, it's only $8, so grab it. There you go.
Yeah, and grab it for a friend.
Yeah, buy it for me.
And play it. Yeah, and make him play it. Don't let him just fucking sit on it like he does every other goddamn game he owns. Make him actually play the fucking thing. Okay, you played one out of what, 5,000 fucking games you own?
At least 3 or 4 I played.
Yeah, see, make him play it if you buy it for him. Make him sit down and finish the fucking game. Because there's an achievement for beating the actual game. If he doesn't have that, make him play it.
Well, no one bought me the game, so they can't make me do shit. That is it for this episode. Made it through another one. Thanks to Jacob for being here doing his thing. Thanks to you, Aki, for being here doing yo thing. Music this episode, you kept talking about the drama club in Kraken Academy, and it reminded me of the band The Drama Club. So I think I'm going to play something from the Drama Club. No, they're a local band.
No, but they're not a bunch of cunts?
They are not cunts. Not everyone are cunts, Aki.
Well, if they have the name The Drama Club, and you got it from what I was talking about the Drama Club, and everyone I was talking about in the Drama Club was a bunch of cunts, it stands to reason. Anyways.
No. So, I don't normally play like normal music on the show, but I want to play the Drama Club, so I'm going to fucking play the Drama Club. Do you have any final words to end the show?
I said fuck 27 times.
You've said fuck a lot more than 27 times.
No, because Brooke counted.
That might have been on the last review.
No, she's counted since right near the end of the news. She wasn't here for all the news, but yeah, but I said it twice since you said 25, Brooke. And I know I did.
So final words?
Yeah. Fuckity fuck. There we go.
She said, it's all your fault. Always point the finger, blame the other one. He said, she said, what went wrong? Leaving now the ridicule belongs alone and ever so naive. And it's only getting harder to believe. She said, have you no sympathy for me? Are you with me or against me now? Are you with me or against me now? He said, she said, you talk too much. Shit is spilling out again. It seems that you've had enough. He said, she said, I can't be getting along. Yes,